Breaking news, powerful earthquake rocks Japan. A massive earthquake has struck off the coast of Japan, sending shockwaves through the region and causing widespread concern. The magnitude? A powerful 7.1, making it one of the most significant quakes in recent years. The location? Kyushu, Japan's southernmost island, known for its beautiful landscapes and bustling cities. This is a region all too familiar with the devastating power of nature, having faced numerous natural disasters over the years. We are getting reports of significant damage to buildings and infrastructure, and tsunami warnings have been issued for the coastal areas. This is a developing story, and we will continue to bring you the latest updates as they come in. We are live with the very latest information, including eyewitness accounts and expert analysis. This earthquake struck at a depth of about 30 kilometers, which is relatively shallow. That's relatively shallow, meaning the shaking was felt more intensely on the surface, causing panic and disruption. The epicenter was in waters off the coast, triggering immediate tsunami warnings and prompting evacuations. The coastal city of Nichinon and surrounding areas in Miyazaki Prefecture were hit the hardest, with reports of severe damage and ongoing rescue efforts. Emergency services are on the scene, working tirelessly to assist those affected and to assess the full extent of the damage. Communities are coming together, with volunteers and relief supplies being distributed to those in need. Government officials are holding press conferences, providing updates and ensuring that all necessary measures are being taken to support the affected regions. International aid is also being mobilized, with support pouring in from around the world to help Japan in this time of crisis. The earthquake triggered tsunami warnings for the entire southern coast of Japan. Waves of up to 1.6 feet were observed. Coastal residents were urged to evacuate to higher ground immediately. The images coming in are frightening. The initial reports are concerning. 9 people have been injured, most with minor injuries from falls or being hit by falling objects. But the true extent of the damage is still unknown. We are expecting that number to rise. Rescue workers are fanning out across the affected areas. This earthquake has seismologists deeply concerned. It occurred near the Nankai Trough, a volatile fault line that has produced some of Japan's most devastating earthquakes. Experts are warning that this could be a precursor to an even larger event. Naoshi Hirata, a seismologist at the University of Tokyo, paints a grim picture. He says there's a 70 to 80% chance of a magnitude 8 or 9 earthquake originating from the Nankai Trough within the next 3 decades. This latest earthquake has only increased that probability. The question is not if, but when. The Japanese government has sprung into action. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has convened an emergency meeting of his cabinet. He is urging residents to stay calm and follow official instructions. But the anxiety is palpable. Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi has confirmed that assessments are underway. They are trying to determine the extent of the damage and the number of casualties. The government is also deploying emergency services to the affected areas. But the situation remains fluid and dangerous. Section 5. Scenes of devastation. Eyewitness accounts. The recent earthquake has left a trail of destruction in its wake, and the stories emerging from the affected areas paint a harrowing picture. We are now receiving reports of extensive damage from Kyushu. Streets are littered with debris, and buildings that once stood tall are now reduced to rubble. Miyazaki Airport has been temporarily closed after the earthquake shattered windows and damaged the runway. Flights have been canceled, and travelers are stranded, waiting for updates. Train services have been suspended, leaving many commuters without a way to get home. The usually bustling train stations are eerily quiet, and there are reports of collapsed buildings and homes. Families are left homeless, searching for loved ones amidst the wreckage. One eyewitness described the moment the earthquake struck. The sheer force of the tremor caught everyone off guard. It was terrifying, she said. The fear in her eyes is a testament to the trauma experienced by many. The ground started shaking violently. It felt like the earth was roaring, and there was nowhere to hide. Everything in my house was rattling. Furniture toppled over and glass shattered, creating a chaotic scene. I thought the world was ending. The sense of helplessness was overwhelming. Her story is just one of many. Each person has a unique experience, but the common thread is the fear and uncertainty that grip them all. The human toll of this disaster is only beginning to come into focus. As rescue efforts continue, the full extent of the damage and loss will become clearer. Communities are coming together to support each other, but the road to recovery will be long and challenging. Section 6. Nuclear concerns, a nation holds its breath. Japan is no stranger to the dangers of nuclear disaster. The 2011 Fukushima meltdown is still fresh in everyone's minds. So naturally, there are concerns about the safety of nuclear power plants in the region. The Nuclear Regulation Authority has confirmed that all 12 nuclear reactors in Kyushu and Shikoku are safe. This includes 3 reactors that are currently operational. They say that Japan's stringent safety protocols, implemented after Fukushima, are holding up, but the world is watching, waiting, and hoping for the best. Section 7. International Response and Aid. The international community is responding to Japan's plight. Messages of support and offers of assistance are pouring in from around the world. The United States has pledged its full support to Japan. The United Nations is also standing by to provide humanitarian aid. The world remembers the outpouring of support that Japan received after the 2011 earthquake and tsunami, and they are ready to help once again. Section 8. The Long Road to Recovery. A call for resilience. Tonight, Japan is facing a long and difficult road to recovery. The devastation is widespread, affecting countless communities and families. The physical and emotional scars of this earthquake will run deep. Homes have been lost, and lives have been forever changed, but the Japanese people are known for their resilience. In the face of such overwhelming adversity, they come together, supporting one another. They have faced adversity before, and they have always come back stronger. From past earthquakes to other natural disasters, history has shown their incredible strength and determination. This is a time for unity and compassion. Communities are banding together, volunteers are stepping up, and aid is pouring in from all corners. It is a time for the world to stand with Japan. International aid workers are arriving, and global relief efforts are mobilizing to provide much-needed support. And it is a time to remember the power of the human spirit to overcome even the most daunting challenges. Stories of hope and resilience are emerging, showing the strength of the human spirit. We will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as they develop. Stay tuned as we bring you more on Japan's journey to recovery and the incredible resilience of its people.